I don't know where this video is going and what I have to say. Reframing your past thoughts. Isn't that creative? Isn't she creative? You don't need to heal yourself. You just need to change your perspective. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for today's video, I am just going to be doing like a sit down conversation type thing. For those who are new and don't know me, I actually haven't really introduced myself, but my name is Alexia. I recently just turned 20, and this YouTube channel has been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I've just been too scared or too anxious to do it. But my goal is to release 10 videos at least by the end of this year, somehow, shape or form, and be consistent and post at least like once a month. Also, just want to say thank you. I thank you for reaching almost 500 subscribers. That is absolutely insane to me. When I was a kid, that was one of my first like goals I wrote down on a bucket list. I was like, I want to reach 500 subscribers. So when I actually reach that mark, I'm going to take a photo, post it on my Instagram, and buy a cupcake, and do like the 500 subs font. I'm going to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. But for today, with that being said, I thought that it would be cool for me to sort of go into a little bit more of like sit down conversation type videos, because I've been noticing like YouTube has been boosting the algorithm by showcasing new, younger, small based content creators are just starting out. I've seen so many pop on my For You page, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I got this inspiration from a couple of ones I just saw randomly, and I thought that it would be amazing for me just to try out, see if people like what I have to say, if people enjoy the things I have to talk about. So with that being said, we're going to be talking a little bit about the creative process and what it's like to be creative, but also healing yourself as well. I know for me, I have grown up, I always knew that I was a very creative soul or very creative person. Growing up, I would just like make random things out of thin air. I started drawing making when I was 13. Just randomly, I was completely self-taught. When I begun high school, I had a yearly tradition where I would decorate every single book every year. So for example, like in year 7, Plushine the cat was really popular, and I love Plushine. So I did a Plushine inspired book for science, math, geography. The same thing I did that year 8, but I did Stranger Things because I was obsessed with 11. Year 9, I did planetary bodies, celestial planets within our solar system. Year 10, I was on my Pinterest grind, so I did vintage inspired books. Year 11, I started to do more collage based, but it wasn't as phenomenal as my year 12 finalized ones. The creative process for me, I've always noticed, has been extremely sporadic. Similar to this YouTube channel, some of you who have probably clicked on my more recent videos have noticed the reason why I have not made a video since, like, I have 2 videos that were made 2-3 years ago. That was because I was interested in producing video. Like, I had that dopamine rush to produce a YouTube video. However, once I did it, I was like, I'm burnt out, don't want to do it anymore. me not want to touch. I don't want to touch. So that's why I've sort of learned that part of the creative process, rather than being like, this is how you're successful. It is all more so about consistency and just pushing yourself to and reassuring yourself that the reason why you're doing this in the first place is to sort of reach the end goal or come as near as close to your goals as possible. And when I was young as well, I knew that I always wanted to help others, and I assumed that helping others was sort of being, I assume that helping others, because the Western ideology of to help and heal is sort of tied to just medicine purposes. But I never knew that until like a couple years later that I can also help heal people. Like, I can help others through embracing their creativity. I saw my own prospects of being creative, for example, jewelry making, as a way of like empowering people in what they wear. So it's literally to heal yourself. I don't know where this video is going and what I have to say, but healing, like being creative has helped me genuinely to heal myself. And I would like to also preface that I am not a professional. I'm just a girl existing in this world. I'm just a girl existing in this world, and these are my experiences, and this is what has helped me heal my mindset, because I fully believe that whatever you put out there and whatever you believe and how you treat your brain and yourself is the end result in what you're going to get. Being a being that is creative, I can get so tied into the unsuccessful realities of it. Also reading off my little notes, like, look at my laptop. Like, isn't that creative? Isn't she creative? Me personally, I have no idea what a brand strategy is. I don't have a brand strategy. I guess my brand is just being me. What you'll see is what you're gonna get. So, yeah, I've watched videos on like, this is how you be successful. Like with the classic hook, this is how you're going to be successful. This is how you're going to meet the margins or get to this or get to XYZ. But I feel like at the moment, in present time, being a being that is creative, I'm just letting things be and taking it as I go. Whoever is meant to genuinely see my channel is meant to see me. If the algorithm boosts me, great, phenomenal. Thank you, YouTube. We're like this now. We're besties. But if people aren't meant to see it, then it's completely fine. And that's why, for me, as someone who's creative, but also very easily able to be burnt out or tied to the notions of perfectionism, I'm just letting things flow by releasing at least 10 videos. But I know right now that vlogs aren't something that I really want to fully just be known for, because it does take a horrendous amount of dedication and time to produce those vlogs. And I have full respect for all those people that do vlogs, because man, I would just be sitting on my computer being like, this one clip needs to be like 0.1 second more, or this, like, very pedantic. I don't want to be limited to one thing. As a being that is creative, why should I be limited to just one thing? So, like, yes, I would love to be known for my cool docs that I decorate. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to be known for being a chronic over decorator, because that's what I am. But I want to be known for many different things, and I do believe that a jack of all trades is better than none. Like, there is that statement. I'm not too sure what the name of it is, but like I said before, getting excited about a new project, and then I just feel that I get to a point where the dopamine just stops. And that is where we go into the creative burnout portion of this video. How I've learned to sort of get over being, like, having a creative burnout period is sort of just reminding yourself, being consistent. And probably this is unhealthy and I would not recommend it. Push through. If you feel that you have to record multiple times just to get the end product that you want, by all means do it. If you feel that you need a break, that's what you need. Take a break. I have done that with many of my assignments and studying, and even one of my professors actually recommended it as well. Whatever you're doing, just take a break and revisit it in a couple of days, because you'll have your mind will be a bit more clearer when having a little look and discussing things. And I feel that because the Western ideology is all about of hustle and bustle, of grind, and we can get caught up in the fixed macro numbers rather than the smaller increments to get to the end goal. And we can also lose sense of ourselves. We can lose what we value and who we are as people as well. And that also ties into perfectionism. For me, I had what helped heal and how I am combating my perfectionist side consistently is by shifting my mindset. And I think I'm going to title this video you don't need to heal yourself, you just need to change your perspective, because genuinely in today's society, what I have noticed specifically with things that are tied to the word heal or healing pushes this notion that you aren't healed. It is sort of used as a marketing gimmick to imbue doubt and self-worth within ourselves. I feel that currently the word heal and healing is just used in so many different settings now, and it is getting to a point where I know for me, I felt in the past that I wasn't healed, or genuinely healing. I'm not going to deny, I am not a fully healed person. I have off days. I feel there are genuinely days I feel numb, that I don't want to do anything, that I bed rot. But there are other days where I feel so energetic, full of life, want to get out of the house, actually get things done and be productive. And that is okay. That is being human. You are not unhealed if you do those things. It is okay to, and that is the thing that always gets tossed around, that because you can't have those the negative human qualities of just bed rotting and feeling down is linked with the notion that you're not healed. And that is what sort of a lot of marketing agencies or just agencies in general that use the word heal or healing to as a marketing gimmick or marketing option use against us. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need to heal yourself. All you need to use to heal yourself is shifting your perspective. Now, what I mean by just shifting my perspective is reframing your past thoughts into positive thoughts. By just shifting your perspective here and there, you can actually help to really change your outlook on life. Now, I don't know if anyone has said that this method, but one method that I sort of discovered by myself, we're going to call it the whiteboard method. And how I picture it is I just picture a blank sheet of paper in my mind, or even a whiteboard. And there are two columns. You're going to draw a T across. The first column are your feelings. What emotions are you feeling in the present moment about XY situation? The second column is you are going to list all the reasons as to why XY situation is going to produce a good outcome. For example, let's take that you recently lost your job. You got fired. feelings, emotions. Table A. You might be feeling frustrated because you worked really hard to get to the position that you wanted to get in. You might be feeling betrayed by your company. You could have been loyal to them for many, many years. You might be feeling hurt. You might be feeling anger, frustration, fear that you might not find a better job. I'm going to fact check that. Go on to the second column. You're going to think of every single good possible outcome scenario that you can possibly create in your brain to make the situation a positive situation. If we make the situation a negative situation, I know for me personally, putting the emphasis of the negative made me feel like I was a failure, where if we took and focused on just the positive scenarios, yes, losing a job, you've lost probably a really good source of income. However, have a little think about what the job actually brought. It showed that you can persevere. It showed that you can stay in a job for maybe 5 years. It showed how resilient you were as a person. It showed your loyalty, that you are a loyal person to a company. It maybe that company you walked away from that company with so many tools, new experiences, talking to new people. Maybe that company, there was a toxicity within the company, and the fact that they fired you was a blessing because now you don't have to deal with toxicity. You are going to think of every possible situation out of that. If you want to, you can do a middle column and just release all the bad scenarios and then go on to the final column as your positive scenarios. Let's take one final example. Let's take, for example, you've broken up with someone. You might be feeling frustrated because you don't know why they broke up with you. You might be feeling betrayed, hurt, worry, and fear that you'll never find anyone else. If we take the middle column as just writing all out everything we're feeling. I feel like this person betrayed me because I put their trust. I feel like this person didn't show me their full self because they just turned on me at the last minute. I feel like this person ruined my self-image. I feel like this person showed that I am just not good enough, which is false. You're going to fact check that and write every good possible thing about that breakup. For example, it showed me that I know who I am and I know what I like and don't like. It showed me that I can be confident. It showed me that I have independence in who I choose to let in and let out of my life. It showed that I'm able to plan things. I'm able to actually make dates and go out, meet new people. It showed that I am not codependent on someone, that I am independent. The things in the middle column, you can have a look at those and be like, maybe those aspects I need to sort of reevaluate within myself. How do you reevaluate it? By going into the final column and sort of thinking as to how you're going to change that. So shifting your mindset just really helps to shift who you are as a person. And I feel that even if you think, I do it when I'm thinking, like as I'm thinking, but you can also do it when journaling or writing things down. Writing down things is an amazing way to as a release. But at the end of the day, there's art all around us, and don't limit yourself to just one thing. You're a creative being for a reason. There is so much creativity within you, and you are an amazing person. You don't need to sort of succumb to all of these beauty gimmicks and all these gimmicks are saying that are like you need to heal yourself, because one of the ways that you will heal and help yourself is to sort of change your perspective and outlook of yourself. I'm not a perfect human being. Human beings aren't perfect. We are literally on this earth to experience Earth and all the beauties that Earth brings and has, and we're just communicating with other orbs and people who are on a floating, spinning planet. Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoy my rant. I hope it made sense as well. But no pressure. Healing. Take your time with it. Be a creative person. Embrace your creative self. Thank you all for watching. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Lots of love. Love you all platonically. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye everyone. I mean vlog thing.